Try to break your system? Okay. Many years ago, I was unhappy in my job at a university and applied for a job doing the same thing at another prestigious UK institution. They ultimately turned me down as they felt they could get my skills cheaper elsewhere and already had my UK knowledge and experience within the university. Fine. These things happen. I felt it was a bit short-sighted but didn't dwell. Eventually I moved on to another institution regardless. However, my group of similar type employees from across the UK got invited to the institution that turned me down to see their new self-service application that they had just finished developing. When we arrived, the guy in charge, who had taken the decision to not bring me on board, went on and on about how fantastic this new system was and how the testing was really thorough and everyone loved it. Don't get me wrong, it looks fantastic and flowed really well. He then used the words, "Go on. Try to break it. We've tested it really thoroughly." Okay, I will. Now I know the technology they used to develop it inside out. There are search screens you use to find and open records, and a button you can use to return to the search screen and view a different record or search again. When building self-service functionality, you disable this button, obviously, so that students can only view their own records and your code does the search and open behind the scenes. I could see that they had disabled this button. Not a problem. But I also knew of a bug in the technology. So, I sit down and log in as a test user and start working my way through the screens until I get to the section that collects the protected characteristics. Disability, ethnicity, sexuality, etc. Basically the stuff you collect and have to keep very private. I then pressed the key combination shortcut for return to search. Immediately I have the search functionality for this protected characteristics screen, and can search all records and view everyone's entries. So I find the presenter's test entry and call him over. His face turns white. This system is live. It's being used by students right now. While scrambling to get his mobile phone out, I continue to scroll through other search results and show that it works on the other screens in the application too. Eventually the guy that they hired instead of me shows up and says, "We disabled the button." I don't understand. Me. It's a very well-known bug in the technology we use. You can't stop it working, but you can prevent the search results returning anything other than the records belonging to the person logged in. The presenter was absolutely furious, fuming that they'd have to shut down their new system until this issue was fixed. And they'd just gone live with massive internal fanfare. So, yeah, the university that wouldn't hire me because they could get the same skills cheaper ended up paying to borrow my time from my new employers to get me to clean up the mess the cheaper skills made. Got what they paid for then. If you buy cheap, you buy twice. Apparently what they could get for cheaper was not, in fact, the same skills. Reminds me of most medical systems I use. Same story. Not that anybody would ever fix it when I show it. So you are doing well on helping private data remain private. How come it's the same old story over and over again? Bean counters and upper management never seems to learn that you usually get what you pay for. Tribal software by any chance? Nice when karma comes to help even the score smiley face. Definitely deserved. I don't know how much you were compensated for your trouble, but would have been a great opportunity to quote George Bernard Shaw's "Better never than late," and "The world burn." Felt satisfied with reading your story. The decision makers sometimes think very high of their decisions without acknowledging what's needed to make things work. Niece. Awesome. Cheaper is not better. Great one.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.